All right, I think I'm recording. We're taking a look at the semester review problems, and here we're given the graph of a polynomial function, and we're asked to write the equation. So um, we know that we can read off the x-intercepts, but when you write them in factored form, it's the opposite because this is the x, the negative 5, and plus 5 gives me a 0. Now, since this is crossing the x-axis and not doing a touch and turn, I know that the exponent is going to be odd, so I'm just going to pick the smallest ones. I also know that if it was a 3 or a 5 or something like that, yeah, it would cross, but it gets a little bit flat as it crosses. And so something like that at negative 9 would probably be a 3 or a 5, because it hooks in there. And when it just crosses like this, you're pretty confident that that's a 1. Now, that's just a rule of thumb, but it works pretty well. Here, then at negative 2, we write that as x plus 2. But since it's doing a touch and turn, I'm going to pick a 2, an even exponent. I suspect if it was 4, it'd still be a touch and turn, but it'd come in and be more flat at x equals negative 2. And here at 3, I'm going to write it as x minus 3. And again, it's doing a touch and turn, so it's going to be even, so I'm going to do that. Now, over here, this y-intercept is 5, and in order to deal with that, we sometimes have to have a constant out here. I'm just going to call it a to make sure that works, because this point is 0, 5. So when we plug in x equals 0 into our function, we need the output to be 5. So the left-hand side is the output, so I need to have a 5 if we let x equal 0. So I've got 5 times 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 squared is 4. 0 minus 3 is negative 3 squared is 9. So I've got 5 is equal to 20 times 9 is 180. And divide by 180. And 5 divided by 180 reduces to 1 over 36. So I claim that my answer to this, and I'm not going to bother to multiply it. It doesn't say that I have to write it in standard form. Now, if it said I had to write it in standard form, I'd have to multiply this all out. But I claim that this is the function that I want. And like I say, when I plug in 0 into all of this, I get 180 divided by 36, which is 5. So there's my answer for this, and I hope that helps.